Good morning, students. Today we will do one numerical of distance and displacement, as I had given you the notes and I had explained you in the previous chapter. So let us understand. The question is, an athlete completes a round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter in 20 seconds. Calculate the distance traveled by the athlete and the magnitude of the displacement of the athlete at the end of half minute. Half minute means 30 seconds. So diameter of circular track. Okay, so it is moving in a circular track. So the diameter of a circular track is how much? 200 meter. So what is our radius? D by 2, that is 100 meter. Now you all know what is the length of the circular track? That is the circumference of that circular track, isn't it? And you know that the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. So it is 2 into 22 by 7, and what is r here? 100 meter. So it is 100. So just calculate, you will get it as 628.57 meter. So the distance, this is the length of the total track. Now the first question is, find the distance traveled by the athlete in 20 seconds. Okay. So what is distance traveled by, in 30 seconds. So what is the distance traveled by the athlete in 20 seconds? In 20 seconds, it will be covering the whole circle, the whole circumference. So that will be equal to 628.57 meter. Now how much is left? 10 more seconds, isn't it? So in 10 seconds, it will be covering just half the circumference. So the distance traveled in 1 second is 628.57 by 20 meter. So what is the distance traveled in 30 seconds? That will be equal to 628.57 by 20 into 30. That is 942.85 meter. So this is the distance traveled in 30 seconds. Then the next question is, what is the magnitude of the displacement of the athlete at the end of 30 seconds? So see the difference between the distance and displacement. Distance it is covering is 942.85 meter. But what is the displacement? You see, suppose it is starting from here. Okay, let it be AB. Okay, if it is starting from here. So if it is starting from here and in one round it is in 20 seconds, that is it is completing one round. Now in next 10 seconds, it will cover just the half, isn't it? Half of the circle. So how many rounds it is covering? It is taking one round and then again half round. So it is in 30 seconds, it is covering 1.5 rounds, isn't it? So what is the magnitude of the displacement? In one round, it is starting from A and again it is reaching A. Then only it is one round. So what is its initial and final position? It is the same. So displacement will be 0. Okay. Because we know that displacement equals to final position minus initial position. Now half, in 10 seconds it is covering the half of the circular track. So it is reaching B. So we know that displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and the final position. So what is the displacement? What is the shortest distance? It is the diameter of this circular track or the circle, we can say. So if it is the diameter is how much? 200 meter. It is given in the question only. So in 30 seconds, the displacement will be 200 meter. Now let us start with another topic, that is uniform and non-uniform motion. Consider an object moving along a straight line. Let it travel 5 meter in the first second, 4 more meter in the next second, 5 meter in the third second, and so on. So every second it is covering 5 meter. So it is covering equal distance, that is 5 meter, in equal interval of time, that is 1 second. Okay. So this type of motion is known as uniform motion. When an object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be in uniform motion. Now this uniform motion is possible. Practically it is possible only when it moves along a straight line in one direction only. Okay. And it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. So for uniform motion, what are you noticing? The distance traveled by a moving object is directly proportional to the time taken. Okay. In physics, we always denote distance by s, time by t, velocity or speed by v. So distance is directly proportional to the time taken. But in everyday life, it is not possible to cover equal distance in equal interval of time. For example, when you are moving on a crowded road, sometimes what happens, you move with a greater speed, sometimes you cover more distance in smaller time, and sometimes you take more time to cover the same distance. So such a motion, when object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be in non-uniform motion. For example, when a car is moving in a crowded street, a person jogging on a road, and so on. So in non-uniform motion, distance traveled by an object is not proportional to the time taken. So children, try to solve the numericals and learn the notes given. Thank you.